Now, you'd think a pro could fix a puncture, wouldn't you?
Well, we've been seeing that is not always the case, Martyn.
Unbelievable. We're going to be looking at some slick skills and all the regular stuff too, all coming up on the Dirt Shed Show.
Ooh!
Wow! Yes, welcome to the Dirt Shed Show with me, Martyn Ashton, and we've got Rich Payne.
Hello, mate. Hello. You all right?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm very well. How are you? It's been a while, hasn't it?
Hasn't it? Mate, I was watching your race news show over GMBN Racing this weekend. It got me thinking about maintenance and mechanicals. I was amazed this week in the Cape Epic and in the Enduro World Cup, right? The mechanicals and maintenance nightmares that made big differences to the results.
It really did.
Was incredible.
Yeah.
Absolutely incredible.
Where do you want to start?
Well, in the Cape Epic, right, I saw one team, now I'm going to read their name because it's crazy.
I've got you covered. It's the E. Fortinet Seattle Coffee Co.
Just rolls off the
tongue.
Okay, these two girls, they had a puncture. It took half an hour to fix it.
Yeah, Amy Wakefield punctured and it just, had to ride, I think it was 8 miles on the rim.
Oh, unbelievable, right? A puncture, pros. Yeah. These are pros, right? Also, then a derailleur mechanical.
Yeah.
Absolutely wiped out Team Orbea Liat Speed Company.
Nailed it.
What are they doing with these team names? Anyway, right, let's stay on point.
Yes.
Basically a derailleur mechanical ruined their race, took them out.
Yeah, they lost some time as well.
Lost a massive amount of time. Then over in the Enduro, right, and Neil picked up on this, Jesse Melamed, right, he's having a great weekend, he's racing really well, but he's running 20 PSI pretty much in front and back. Just a little bit over in the back, I think.
Yeah.
Right? That's too flat. And look at this. Guess what happens? Goes into a corner fast and his tyres roll.
I just had like 10 PSI on my tyre, maybe less, so that's kind of a bummer because I feel like I'm riding really well, so 3 more stages though, so plenty of riding left.
This is basic stuff. He lost the race because of that. Unbelievable.
Right, okay.
And it got me thinking, Rich. It got me thinking, right? There are basic mechanical and maintenance stuff we all need to know, and it kind of shows what kind of rider you are. So I thought we'd go through what the beginners should know,
all right,
what the intermediates know, and what these advanced pros should know. They clearly don't. I mean, don't get me wrong, Jesse Melamed is obviously running those tyre pressures for good reason because he was getting great times before that, but it comes with a risk.
Yeah, and we're not saying that he can't fix a flat tyre either.
I don't think Jesse Melamed can fix a puncture.
You heard it here first, people.
What you got, Jesse? What you got? Hey, I don't think you can fix a puncture. Right, so as a beginner, let's go through some of these things. Some of the things you should know right away when you get a mountain bike. Learning these things will make a big difference to your enjoyment in mountain biking. Because you don't know this stuff. Because some of these things, get them wrong, it ends your day. So first one, fixing a flat tyre.
Yeah.
Fixing a puncture.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, it happens so often, doesn't it?
True. Slightly less now with tubeless systems, which is great. But do you think Jesse got to the bottom and was like, I just got to fix a puncture?
No, well he did, but he didn't even have a puncture. His tyres were too soft.
Right, okay. Right, next up.
Yeah, adjusting your brakes.
Yeah, I think that's a wise one.
And I think getting to know your brakes, they're quite scary objects, aren't they? Because there's fluid in them, their tubes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? You're like, oh my God, what's going to happen?
Yeah, very true, very true. All right, next up, cleaning and just sort of maintaining the drivetrain, keeping it lubed up, keeping it running sweet.
Yeah,
essential maintenance there.
Actually, that's probably where I fall short. I'm terrible for that.
You don't know how to do it?
I can do it. It's just my bike's quite hard to get to all the chains. It's got 3 chains, and I don't.
Cow.
Yeah, and I birth a cow instead of lubing them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Adjusting gears, Mark.
Yeah. Now, that is something that takes a little bit of time to get to understand, but once you've got it, it really makes a big difference because sometimes it only needs the tiniest little bit of adjustment to sort out the bike completely.
Yeah.
You think it's busted, but it's not. You
it's
can
true,
get rid of that
it?
clicking.
It's one of those ones that can drive you proper bonkers on a ride, isn't it? When it's or not shifting.
Yeah. Replacing brake pads.
Yes.
Easy to do.
Yeah, it really is actually.
Get to know them. What about this last one, Rich?
Inspecting and tightening bolts.
Yeah. That's really important, isn't it?
It's actually,
And it's part of the cleaning and lubricating bit. Going over the bike and just tweaking everything up, making sure everything's tight. It's basic maintenance.
Yeah.
I don't think these pros are doing it.
Tightening bolts?
Jesse
no,
Melamed,
I don't think they are. I think the mechanics are doing them.
doesn't tighten his bolts. I know that for a fact.
Well,
What I'm going for now is a big row on the internet
You
with Jesse
are.
Melamed.
You really are.
Just for the attention. Just the attention. I've heard he's the loveliest
Martyn,
guy.
He's really nice. Jesus, what? Would you just leave Jesse alone? He's a nice guy.
I'm not having it.
Right, intermediate skills. Let's go.
Yeah, servicing a suspension fork and your suspension in general, getting to know that
setup and
seriously.
stuff.
That's sort of intermediate stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's starting to get a bit more technical.
Yeah, we're past basic knowledge there. Same
Yeah.
with bleeding hydraulic brakes. No, thank you. I mean, I don't even like doing that.
It's scary, isn't it?
Yeah.
Scary. Yeah.
But actually, it can save you a few quid.
Quick tip. If you've got Maguras or something like that and you're cutting down the hose, hold it before you cut it. Don't cut
it just goes
flick and it goes and all that oil goes across your ceiling.
Cover up your discs and your pads as well. Just take them out. Get moving.
Definitely. Go on.
Replacing mech hangers. Apparently mech hangers are dead, so I've been told by the media.
Yeah, replacing mech hangers aren't a thing anymore.
Replace them with a mech.
Replace them with a £3,000 drivetrain.
No, but in all seriousness, just mech hangers, they do get bent, so actually knowing how to remove one, swap it, can save your ride.
Or getting them lined back up again, because you can actually bend it back into shape.
Yeah, very true, actually.
Sometimes. What about installing and adjusting a dropper post? A dropper post sounds simple, but actually can be a bit fiddly. Can be a bit fiddly, especially if you've got cables going all around.
Yeah, which most do, let's face it. Unless you are throwing an access dropper on there where you just plug and play, then...
Fancy.
Yeah.
I suppose an access does just drop
it's literally plug and play, yeah. Overhauling bottom brackets and headsets, yes, good one, because those are some crucial parts.
Yes.
They're crucially crucial.
What I mean by overhauling a bottom bracket is I always found that quite a difficult job, the bottom bracket, because obviously you're taking an awful lot off to get to it, and then when you get to it, it's quite often very, very tight, and it can take a lot of patience. Yeah, and definitely. You're using specific tools for that as well. So it always felt, I guess overhauling is what it always felt like.
Yeah, true. Very true. Replacing a broken spoke.
Sounds easy.
It ain't.
It ain't. Well, it is intermediate
faff.
though. Yeah, it can, and then suddenly you're into tuning your wheel as well, trying to straighten it out.
Yes,
these are intermediate skills, but they can be learned very easily. And that gets us to this one, tuning a wheel. Yeah, learning how to true that bad boy up.
Are we going to go into advanced now?
Now let's get to the advanced. This is the thing that I want Jesse to learn. Poor old Jesse.
God.
What am I doing?
I need to speak to him somewhere on the racing news,
I've
please.
heard he's one of the nicest men in Enduro. I don't know.
Unlike you now.
Unlike me.
Right. Advanced. Servicing suspension, properly rear suspension, taking it apart.
Overhaul. Yes. Yeah.
No thanks. That's not something I delve into. That is what Pete, our mechanic, does.
Yeah, Pete knows how to do that. Wheel building itself and literally spoke tensioning right from the start.
Yeah, you need a jig.
This is advanced stuff, but once you can do it, wow, it opens up some options. It really does. It really does.
Yeah.
Very therapeutic, I've heard as well.
Wheel building?
Yeah, I've never
Only if you know what you're doing.
I've
Otherwise,
never built a wheel.
I could imagine just...
Diagnosing and fixing frame and component issues. Going over when you get to a point where you've got like broken chainstays, things like that on carbon bikes, fixing those things, they feel really advanced. But actually, I feel like when you get to those replacing actually like beams and like say a chainstay or a whole rear triangle. That seems like a big job, but it's probably not that complicated actually when you get down to it. But
I have got a top tip on broken frames actually.
Get a new one?
Yes, because it's terrifying.
Yeah, I guess
if you hear a massive cracking sound, swap it out.
Yeah, and this stuff comes from experience, doesn't it?
This
stuff comes from experience. So I guess these are advanced skills. Yeah. So there you go. There's a lot of basic stuff that as you go up through the chain of like beginner, intermediate and advanced, that you can learn quite easily, and they really change what kind of mountain bike you are, because once you start understanding that bike at that level, it all becomes so much more simple.
Yes, it really does.
And enjoyable, enjoyable. So there you go. Jesse, get on.
We love you. Oh God, no, Mark, no. Right, moving on. I've got a quiz question for you.
Have you?
And for you.
Go on.
What do Julian Absalon, Missy Giove, and Rachel Atherton all have in common? We'll be coming back to that later in the show.
I know it.
You know?
I know it.
You don't know it. Spring ready bundles.
Wow!
Intense.
Big props.
Intense,
big
wasn't
props.
it?
Yeah, if you want to get yourself some GMBN merch, then head over to the store, link down below, and you can get one of our spring ready bundles of our MTB kit. 20% off.
I felt that was a bit aggressive on my part.
I liked it. You've got to sell this stuff.
Apologies.
You've got to sell this stuff.
Wow.
Right, should we get to that quiz question? What do you think the answer was? What has, who's it, Missy Giove?
If you can remember.
Missy Giove, Julian Absalon, and I think it was, let me just get to it, it was, Rachel Atherton, isn't it?
Nailed it, right. Yeah, what do they have in common?
What they've got in common, well, I know the answer because I wrote it. So, do you know the answer?
No.
No, you won't know that because I've written it there in white letters, Rich. So you can't read it.
I was scrolling up and down looking for it.
Tell me, can you guess what they've got in common? No, you can't.
No, I can't actually.
They have all had major mechanicals during a race, either World Cup or World Champs, but still made it into the top 3 in that particular race.
What?
Missy Giove snapped her lever off. I think it was in 1996 Worlds. Snapped her brake lever off.
Oh, you're so sneaky,
and
look.
still came second at Worlds. Julian Absalon, he had, I think he had a derailleur mechanical or something like that in the middle of his race. Still ended in a World Cup cross country and still made it onto the podium. And Rachel Atherton, she had a puncture. She had a massive puncture and got second.
Fair play then.
Big mechanicals and you still can get through. See,
Yes.
Jesse? It's not that hard. Some of these legends have managed it. I'm sorry, Jesse. I don't know what I'm doing. What's happened to me?
Relentless. What's wrong with you? Right, talking of World Cup, we've got some very exciting news, so let's throw it over to Neil to divulge a little bit more.
Oh, this is exciting.
And the exciting news is that we'll be bringing you the action from the UCI Mountain Bike World Series, the new home of the UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. This includes cross-country Olympic, cross-country short track, and cross-country marathon, downhill, enduro, and e-enduro. We'll be trackside to bring you the insight into all of the action from the racing, as well as track walks, bike checks, interviews, pit walks, highlights, and more throughout the season. We'll also be showing the elite semi-finals from downhill, as well as the junior races and under-23s cross-country, alongside short highlights of all the disciplines, all brought to you by our good selves right here on GMBN Racing. And if you want the full premium package, including worldwide access to absolutely all events we've already mentioned, plus the full-length live UCI World Series Elite Finals, which is an absolute must-see, then head over to GCN Plus, link below to find out more and subscribe. GCN Plus is our live and on-demand racing and documentary subscription service, which lets you take the action with you, pause, rewind, and pick up where you left off on mobile, web, and connected devices, including Apple TV, Samsung, and Fire TV. And even when the racing's over, you've also got access to over 160 exclusive cycling documentaries covering adventure, challenge, tech, and legends of the sport. If you're interested, check out the one about the Athertons for starters. It's available to watch right now.
Oh my God.
That's cool, isn't it?
So exciting.
It is exciting.
Have you heard about the lineup? What do you think about the lineup?
I'm excited for it.
I really like it.
Kick us off.
Well, we've got Rick McLaughlin, who's lead commentator. Now, we all know Rick from the Enduro World Series shows that we've had on the channels in the past, and of course on the Enduro channel.
The pleasure of working with him. He's a nice guy, isn't
and
he?
in Cedric Gratz series, he's kind of like downhill.
know,
And Bart Brengens, who's been fantastic on World Cup cross countries in the past.
I think he's wicked.
Obviously, an Olympian, all sorts. But what I feel like, I watched World Champs Downhill last year, and Rick did the commentary on that.
Yeah, he did, yeah.
And I thought he was really good.
Yeah.
He was really good. It's a different style to what we'd have been used to with Rob Warner on the Red Bull stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
But I really liked it, and I think the energy of Cedric, it could be blooming good.
He's
and
a wild man, isn't he?
Yeah,
so I'm excited. Yeah, I think it's a great lineup. I think, all very knowledgeable.
Yes.
I think it's going to be good. I think it's going to be
God, and we're going to have it all live on GCN Plus, which will be incredible.
Yes.
But then we've got all that action over on GMBN Racing as well. It's going to be So
mental,
cool.
isn't it?
Yeah.
It's exciting times ahead.
Oh.
But we need a little sing-song, Mark. Hacks and bodges! Hacks and bodges! Hacks and bodges!
That was for Doddy, that one. I like that one. Yeah, yeah. He likes the old Hacks and Bodges sing-song.
Yes. Okay, right, let's get the old Hacks and Bodges folder file going.
Got some trail dogs this week as well.
Oh, have we?
Yeah. First bodge is from Lachlan.
Yeah.
He has got a pivot in his garage and he's got a way of holding that chain together with this little tool he's made. I like that.
That actually takes it apart, Mark.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you held it together while you put a link in. Is that not the idea?
No, it's to break the link.
Oh, of course.
It's
So it's got like a
alright.
quick link on it. What are they called?
If your name is Jesse Melamed and you'd like to write in and rinse Martyn Ashton on his technical knowledge, please feel free to write into GMBN at Monmouth Street, Bath.
Come on, Jesse. I could have it. Is he big?
I wouldn't mess with him.
Wouldn't you? Oh, what have I done?
You're going to get beat up by Jesse Melamed.
Oh, God. Anyway, carrying on with Hacks and Bodges. Lachlan, that was very good. Like it a lot.
It even shows you on the next picture how
Yeah,
it
I know. I
works.
just saw that. Anyway, carrying on.
All right, this is Sasha from Sherwood Pines in the old...
Ghetto. This is Ghetto Bike Rack. I
Yeah,
like
it is. So my boyfriend built his mountain bike rack for his dad's new camper van. His dad's bike is held in place. His dad's bike is held in place by a nail.
Like I said, it's ghetto, but it works, look. I mean, think how much money you could spend on that kind of situation in your van, and he's done that for like $4.99. It's pretty good, isn't it?
It's literally a puncture machine.
Yeah, that's not a puncture. I like it. It's very good.
Okay.
Well done, Sasha.
Yeah.
Next up, wait up,
next.
seesaws.
Some legitimate carpentry going on
Yeah,
here.
Stephen, he is in his driveway.
Yeah, I like that. My driveway.
Yeah, on his Specialized, and he's built himself some little seesaws. I bet they look good fun.
Yeah, he says all his trails are starting to thaw. So basically, you want a good way to fill in the time and have a little practice still. So he bought, well, he probably bought the wood.
Yeah, and made
Built-
some nice
sorry.
seesaws.
I mean, they're
Little
pretty
video,
cool.
little video of him riding them there. I like the workmanship on those. What are you going to pick as our favourite hack or bodge this week, Rich? We're going to give them. Should we give them a race top?
Let's give him a race top, shall we?
A race top.
They get a race top.
Okay, let me go and get a race top
Oh.
a second. Hang on.
All right.
Hang on. Let me just get us a
can put
race
some
top.
elevator
We're going to
music
give away. Ooh! Here we go. Here we go. Race top going out to the best hack and bodge. Who are you giving it to, Rich?
Oh, I don't know.
Come on.
I like a bit of craftsmanship on those wood there, so I think I'm going to give it to Stephen.
Steve in his driveway. Race top
Congratulations.
on its way to you. There you go. Via
A pigeon.
over there. Right. Okay. Here we go.
Okay.
Let's carry on with the show.
Martyn, it's time for the caption contest, and I'm normally
Yeah.
so smiley. Look what they've done to me.
Yeah. This week you're crying. Last week you were holding a pretzel.
Correct!
Yes. Got it right
I
finally.
was.
Yeah. But this week you're looking very, very sad.
And I'm not. I
Yeah,
promise.
Free Dive RN says, Rich's face after hearing for the 100th time that SRAM released a new derailleur. I did get a bit sick of it. Just a little bit. It's very clever. It's very good.
It is.
Yeah.
Rich, this is from Evan, sorry. Rich attempting to pull his pretzel out of his bagel.
There's the pretzel again.
Yeah.
Cornish Cactus says, forget the Straff Puffer, Rich. We've signed you up for the Tour Divide. Would you, Rich? Tour Divide?
It's too far.
Couldn't do it. Not up to it.
Don't you.
Not
Don't
good
you.
enough. Not good enough.
You're an idiot, and I
Look
know
at
what
his
you're
face.
doing.
Look at his face.
I'm just doing some numbers now.
Damn it! Cut to Rich entering the Tour Divide. Love it.
Quite far.
Is it? You could do it. It'd be fine. Be fine. David Woodley says, Rich passing that pretzel. Or was it a bagel?
There's a pretzel.
It was a pretzel, okay.
And Dinjarin, I think my saddle fell off, but I know the post is still there. Oof, yeah, that is definitely the
Ow.
right face for that.
Yeah, right, Rich, you've got to pick a winner. I'm going to send this mug to them, stunt mug
You're going
style.
to bounce it to me, yeah?
gonna land
Okay,
in
I
there.
think I'm going to go for Free Dive RN. Rich's face after hearing for the 100th time that SRAM have released a new derailleur. Congratulations!
Dude. Stunt
Wow.
mug on its way to you. Fantastic. Right, here's this week's Caption Contest photo. There you go.
Whoa.
Give us a caption for that in the comments down below, and you could be winning yourself a stunt mug just like that one. Totally indestructible mug. Read terms and conditions, they are not indestructible.
Oh.
Right, let's take a look at some things we like this week. And I was trying to find things that just looked great this week.
Like
Rich.
mental.
Things that just looked cool or took you in a funny direction. And literally this first one, look at this. Unreal.
It boggles my brain, actually.
You think he's going to land backwards. He's like, yeah, more than that.
But he's like, it's the way he 180, so he initiates the 180, but he's like leaning and then like
180
Russian
slides. Yeah.
sliders.
Oh, so good.
I mean, I'm no BMXer, but that is cool.
I could watch it over again. Look at this. Want someone going fast? Look at this.
Oh, yes. Austin Dooley, you big sender.
That is
I like
fast.
it. I like just pure speed, that is.
Oh, love that.
Where is
love
he,
that.
though? Where is, I want to know where he is.
It's a very
Oh, the
cool
Common
spot.
Sale Bikes
Yeah.
test track. Ah, okay.
So
Enduro.
fast.
There.
So fast. Check this one out. Check this one
Okay,
out.
what have we got next? We
Want a bit of
have...
style? Look at him steer that back in.
Yeah.
Watch that one more time.
Okay.
So good.
Look,
Here we go.
so
Watch
big
this.
pump.
Hang.
And it's the way he just holds it there and then throws it in. Yes.
Sometimes,
That big.
Rich, sometimes bikes can just be art, you know?
Yeah.
So good.
And those trails are.
Fantastic. Do you want to do a bit of bike vault?
No.
Oh, shame. Here we go. Bike vault time.
Bike vault.
First one, a Sonda transmitter from Ian. good
Kinloch
shot.
Rannoch, Central Highlands, Scotland.
It's got some noise in it, that shot, innit? Like you can
does,
sort of
it's
hear the
moody.
wood. You can hear the woodland. You can hear
it's
the
like
woodlands. Is it?
It's a nice.
It's
It's
nice.
nice from me.
Nice, so
It's a good start,
start.
though.
Next up,
Whoa,
Malik.
Malik.
Yeah.
Not GMBN Auf Deutsches Malik. No.
No.
This is from Dubai.
Well, now,
Wow.
well, I mean, the fork really does set a silhouette on this bike that's slightly disturbing. I'm desperately trying to remember the name of those forks.
They're not it's not the Trust ones, is it?
Truss forks, is
Yeah.
it? Yeah, that's it.
I think it's the Trust fork.
And it's, I think they've gone out of business now, you know? But
Yeah.
apparently it works very well. Apparently it does work
So
very
well, they went out of business, Mark.
No, I don't know if it was for those reasons. I remember Dottie testing them and saying they actually work pretty good. They're
Okay.
just kind of ugly.
Yep, 100%. That's a nice for me.
It's a nice. It's a
Yeah.
nice. Next up, oh, look at that.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool. That's retro.
That takes me back to when I got into mountain biking.
a Merida Switchblade from Johnny. Yeah, it does take you back.
Just
to that time, doesn't it?
I think it's the RockShox. It's the white and red RockShox that,
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I like. I think I'm going to go super nice because I think that's a cool picture too.
Well, there's the bell.
May I?
You ring it. You ring it.
Oh, that was a bit.
Next
wouldn't
up,
have.
I would for this though. Look
Wow.
at this. Oh my goodness.
wow,
me.
and look at-
this is also from Johnny. It's his GT
wow.
LTS.
Someone's doing rather well.
Yeah, and this is pretty special.
It's actually very nice. It's an LTS 100DS with Z1s.
Who would have been riding that then? Nico, maybe PE.
PE might have been on them just
Yeah,
about, I reckon. XTR and XT.
Yeah.
Crux, cranks. Oh, it's got, what are those? Yes, the Odyssey
King.
pedals.
What was matey's name? King. Mike King.
Oh,
Mike
yeah.
King, he'd have been on there, wouldn't he?
He went to Harrow. Was that the same Mike King that then went to Harrow?
I think he would have come from Harrow. He's been on
From
there.
Harrow?
I tell you what, didn't he win the world champs
Yeah, I think so.
on a Diamondback?
Oof,
Maybe.
mate,
Don't know. We should carry on, shouldn't we?
Yeah, but that's a super nice.
And Johnny spoiling
Come
us here.
on with this
It's
polished
more-
goodness.
It's more from his Merida. Look at that. Love
Is that Merida? Merida Ghetto AF.
Yeah.
Because the other one's got those Judy's. Are they Judy's potentially? Yeah, they
Yeah,
are
this
Judy's.
has got Marzocchi's on it. Yeah, he's got some lovely classics in there, Johnny.
It
Well
does.
done.
And the DX pedals it. I like that.
Nice.
Right. Oh, Mark, look at this one from Jason.
Lovely. A forbidden druid.
Yes, just down the road and back. Well, down the road we're in Bath, aren't we?
Yeah, and forbidden, leading team in the Enduro World Cup.
Correct.
Whoa.
Yes, they are.
Yeah, surprise.
Very nice. Intend upside down
What are you
fork.
giving it?
That's a super nice. Isn't it? It's a good picture as well. That
Whoa!
Proflex 957 from Biff.
Oh, now I tell you what, I've got a little story to go with a bike like this.
Wasn't Biff from Back to the Future?
I think it was Biff, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I raced a Proflex. The one before this, it would have been the 857, I think it would have been. In my one and only dual slalom race at Malvern's Classic in 1994.
Goodness me.
Against Andre Barley, an Italian dual slalom champion.
Ooh.
Right? I was leading into the last jump, No, I was just behind him, actually. I was just behind him, but he couldn't jump. And as I got to the last jump, I thought I'd just do the road gap.
Yeah.
And I'll beat him, so I'd kind of hung behind him. But as I got there, he just braked and moved into my line because he knew that was what I was going to do. And I hit the takeoff and landed in the crowd.
Wow, did you really?
Yeah, someone in the
No,
crowd.
Martyn,
someone in the crowd had to go away in an ambulance. I headbutted
Not
him.
you?
Not me. I was actually in pretty
Whoa.
bad shape. And I've never done a dual slalom since. Except for I'm going to see Otter to do my next dual slalom.
You
this
are,
year.
aren't you? Yeah, keep your eyes peeled for that.
That was a long story, I'm sorry. It's a
What?
super nice.
We
well
literally
done.
said nothing about the bike and talked about you there.
It sounds like a day with me, doesn't
It does. It sounds like every dirt shed I do.
I hate that Jesse Melamed.
Such.
What? I'm being such a today.
Ah.
Yeah.
Right, this next one's from Biff, and you're not allowed to talk, actually. So, this is Biff's 96-97 GT STS. Not a famous builder, not sure if good enough, but I grew up in the 90s seeing this type of superbike. It's definitely good enough.
Is it good enough?
No, you're talking, Martyn. Look, 26-inch spins, all right, you've got some new wheels on there, but look, it's a super nice. What have we got next, Mark?
Next up, oh my God, it's a Tim Gould replica. Incredible. What?
I don't know who Tim Gould is.
Oh my God. He was world hill climb champion in 1990.
Could be a reason why
He was famous. Tim Gould was a British racer, he still is, who was famous for his climbing ability, and he won a few World Cups by being absolutely incredible on the climbs.
Right.
Fantastic rider, and he was one of those riders people really rooted for. Lovely riding style, fantastic climber, and to see a replica, even with a Grundig number plate
It's
on
pretty
it,
cool, isn't it?
is absolutely amazing. So, Alec over in Sweden, congratulations on a very, very
Super nice it up.
yeah, I would have thought that if that's genuine, that's probably worth a little bit of money. That
Is
bike.
it?
Yeah,
Amazing.
amazing. Don't know if the tyres are right, but there we are. It's very cool. Very, very cool.
Fair dues.
Next up,
That's pretty scary.
I feel sick.
I'm not sure what to feel. What do you feel about this at home, people?
I mean, it's a bike and it's nice.
DT Crypt Keeper in Singapore. I mean, I can actually imagine just cruising the streets on it, to be fair.
You know what, Lucas, who is the owner of this bike, I would love to see you riding that because it looks so fun.
Yeah, send us a vid in, because
I'd love to see a video of that
We'll
because
feature
there's so much wrong that it's almost, it could be right.
I'm seeing sickest thing of the week right now.
I feel like there's something in that. Let us know with a bit of video. I'd love to see how you use it.
Yeah.
And that's our last
Hey,
bike
wait, nice
vault.
or super nice? It's nice for
Until
me.
we see the video, it's nice. Video, you get a super nice. That's it for the bike vault this week. It was a very good one, wasn't it?
It was
fun.
entertaining.
Very, very
entertaining, yes. Yeah.
Okay, shall we have a look at what's coming up on the channel this week?
No. Right, what are you looking forward to, Mark?
I tell you what, I'm really looking forward to how to suicide no-hander like a pro. I can't wait. Do you know what? It's one thing I never ever got into is taking my hands
Yeah,
off.
I ain't a trick guy.
I think I did every other single thing. Flip, whip, spin, 360, everything but take handy off
It's just weird, isn't it?
So I'm interested in seeing that because maybe there's something I could learn. I'd love to no-hand the bowhead.
Oh my lord.
That would probably be quite an easy thing to no-hand. I've seen people do it. Anyway, that's what I'm looking forward to this week. It's going to be good.
Yeah, do you know what I'm looking forward to is our GMBN Racing Channel's new show coming up on Monday, where we're going to be looking at all things Enduro World Cup from Tasmania, round 2.
Yeah.
It was a wild first round, and I reckon round 2 is going to be even wilder.
I've got
Some
a tip.
points to prove.
Brooke-
Don't even mention Jesse Melamed again, Martyn.
He's not in it, is he?
Oh, that guy.
Oh my God, I've had enough. In fact, I'm calling it. It's the end of the show. I've just heard too much about Jesse Melamed. I love you, Jesse. I'm sorry. Please don't hit me.
Thank you for watching, everyone. Mark, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Thanks, mate. It's been fun.
And we'll catch you next time.